Hey, good morning. Welcome to Hobby Evolution episode 1428. Happy Thursday. The madness has begun. Now, I guess it kind of began on Tuesday night. We don't count those games. The first four, a couple more. I think Xavier won last night. I don't even know who the other play-in game was. So now we have the field of 64 set. Brackets, you can still get your bracket challenge in on our Hobby Evolution bracket challenge over on CBS Sportsline. You've got about 3 hours to fill those brackets out. I think we've got about 27 brackets. It might be easier if I just go to the app. Last night I saw we had 27. Although, if you're listening, there's a couple incomplete brackets, at least as of last night. We're up to 29 brackets. Let's see. Eric M., you are missing your tiebreaker. And Dave Adams, your bracket is incomplete. So if those two are listening, go back into CBS Sportsline. I could probably drop the link, although I don't know if the link works in the chat. I think it divides it up. It's too many characters. Although you could get there was a website where you could chop it up. You could chop I was thinking Twit link, but that would be Twitter. The hell was it called? Hobby Evolution. Oh, we have 30 brackets according to this. Let's see. How can we invite friends? Copy link. All right, we're gonna drop this in. If it splits it up in the chat, just copy and paste the first chat and then copy and paste the second chat. So a couple hours to get your brackets in. We're not playing for prizes, just bragging rights. So you can say, I won the bracket challenge. So get those in. I'm excited. I think my what the hell? I should have I think the Badgers play today. I know they play at 12:30. I just can't remember if it was Thursday or Friday. But I put this big old heavy thing on because it's freaking cold. There's goddamn snow on the ground. There is snow on the ground. We hit 80 degrees on last Thursday. And then we had blizzard condition. I don't think Madison got much snow on Sunday morning, but I know my buddy Brad was driving in. He's like, it was a blizzard. There were 30 cars in the ditch on Sunday. And then Tuesday, it's 60 degrees. And here we are with snow on the ground, icy sidewalks, a bunch of bullshit, if you ask me. I think it's supposed to be cold the next week or so. So I wore something heavy. I forgot, completely forgot. It's Thursday. Badgers are on, I think. So get your brackets in. I miss the old-fashioned paper brackets. I used to run office pools when I worked in radio, and it was a lot of fun holding paper brackets, having the highlighter and the Sharpie, and laying on the couch, watching ball. We got a game ending. Sharpie, X, or highlight. Count up each day. My biggest pet peeve with brackets are the hosts that run the pools that don't send out updates and standings. That just drove me absolutely crazy. Last office I worked for, one of the office pool, it's let's overthrow this guy because he sucks as a bracket manager. We need updates. We need daily updates. Don't give me this, you'll get it at the end of the first round, second round, blah, blah, blah. No, I want daily effing updates. But I guess that's what computers are for, right? But I like the old-fashioned brackets, highlight, Sharpie. My wife, I used to print one off, and maybe I can. Although my wife would be like, I don't care. I'm like, just do it, because you'll probably win. So I always like my bracket. Every year I like my bracket. And I guess this is one thing I miss about working in an office is pissing away time looking at a bracket. Being wasting company time, filling out, researching, following my bracket. That's what I miss. I miss that. Now I've actually got to work. I don't have time to fill out and play around with brackets. Then it's like when I'm on somebody else's time, it's like I am like bracketology. I am freaking professor of bracketology. Now that I run my own business, it's like I don't have time for that. Like, God, I barely had 5 minutes to fill out the bracket the other night. So I do miss that. I miss wasting other people's time. Wasting other people's money, spending time on brackets. So get those brackets in. Link is now in the chat. CBS Sports Line. Brackets are locked at what, like 11:20. There's a countdown. It tells us exactly on CBS Sport Line. You have brackets locked 3 hours and 25 minutes. So you have 3 hours, 25 minutes. I'd like to get to 40. I think one year, we had it. 30 is impressive for no prize. I think the year we did, I gave away a hobby box of Topps Series 1 a couple years ago. And of course, we had like 75 brackets or maybe even 100 brackets. No prize, 30, 40. Well, I'll be happy with 40 for a free bracket challenge for bragging rights. I think 40 is impressive. You start throwing money at people and, hey, I'll fill out a bracket. Yeah, I'll do anything. So we've got, looks like 30 total brackets again. Let's see. Oh, and we've got a couple that have looked like they've clicked on, and they're probably in the midst because when I checked the app, Mike, Nate, SoCal guy had not created a bracket, so they're probably in the middle of filling those brackets out. But again, Eric M., your bracket is incomplete. I think you're just missing a tiebreaker. And Dave Adams, your bracket is also incomplete. So I don't know. It doesn't say tiebreaker on Eric's, but Dave's just incomplete. So maybe you missed a game. I don't know. We'll find out in 3 hours and 25 seconds. And sometimes we had a couple of years ago, we had somebody that forgot to fill out like I think it was the national championship game. And they were like, I don't think it would have mattered in the end, but it would have boosted their standing a little bit. So get those brackets in. Hopefully we can get 40 brackets in our challenge. We have 3 hours and 25 minutes. So I'm looking forward to it. I was thinking this morning, because today is the day, folks. Today is the day I sit down and spend half a day filing PIP claims. I think I've got like 35 or 36 to fill out. So today's that day. And I was going to do it. I'm like, well, I'm just going to finish Hobby Evolution, go upstairs, make my coffee, come down and get right to it. And then I thought, and it just dawned on me, well, games start in 3 hours and now 24 minutes. Let's get some shipping done. And then I can come in here because this is the office that I'll be filing all the PIP claims, and I'll have basketball on in the background. So today is PIP claim day. I haven't had any claims since I returned from spring training. However, the reason for that is there was like 9 days of no shipping. So I'm in that, like, I'm in the eye of the hurricane right now, where, it seemed like the first few days of spring training, it's like another PIP claim. Nope, another one. There's a 4 PIP. There's not INR claim, item not received claim. And it was just, there was one day I think I may have refunded more money than I brought in. I'm pretty sure I made more, but it was like just freaking annoying. with all the INR claims. So today is the day that I sit down and fill out the PIP claims. But I do have some shipping to do because I'm running a 50% off sale. Check it out, 99centcards.com. Forget the buy 7 or more cards. Forgot to update the little flag at the bottom. I should probably just change that right now since that's the whole title of the damn show. Let's see. Do I have one already preset? I don't. Let's just create a banner. All right. Visit. I'm just going to steal the current one. Visit my eBay store, 99centcards.com. Through Friday night, save 50% off under 50% off all items under, let's do priced under $20. Use coupon code 50 off under 20. All right, so let's add that. There we go. All right. So check out the eBay store, 99centcards.com. That sale was launched yesterday afternoon. It's been a pretty good sale. What's kind of pathetic, I had a lot of sales for it last night. But what's pathetic is my sales really weren't boosted that much. I mean, I had a decent day, but it still kind of falls short of where I want to be. Let's track where I am. Year to date, we're aiming for that 40% year over year growth, really pushing it. And I'm talking about it every day because I want to push myself so I don't forget. Push myself to get that growth. Got to do some things differently if I want to grow. I was looking at my 1099s over the last few years, and I actually did see significant growth between 2023 and 2024. 2022 and 2023 was like insignificant growth in my eBay store, but 2023 to 2024, I saw significant growth. I'm gonna do the math here. Oops. Damn it. I saw 32% growth. I saw 32% growth between 2023 and 2024. Now I want to step that up and go 40% growth in 2025. And right now I'm only at 26% growth. So I'm even falling behind my growth between 2023 and 2024. So I've got to make some changes. And one of those changes is launching 50% off sales. Now, this isn't going to be like a monthly thing. I like to drop them every once in a while when you never know it, run them for about 48 hours, and it does boost my sales, but it's brief. And a lot of what I sell is kind of stagnant inventory. It's kind of stale inventory, which is great because that's kind of what I want to get rid of, right? But when it comes to the bottom line and the dollars, it's kind of a small amount, but it is a nice little shot in the arm. Auctions, I really need to get back on auctions, but I want to do them the right way. And the last couple of days in just getting caught up from spring training and then being gone in Chicago this past weekend, shipping has been the priority. Next week's going to be busier than usual. PSA is going to be at the Madison Card Show next Saturday. So I'm going to have a few extra things to get prepared for at the Madison Card Show next week. But I should find some time. I want to tackle various tasks like filing these PIP claims. That's going to be a little bit of money. I'm not going to piss that money away like I normally do. Now it's kind of a significant amount. So I'm going to file those PIP claims today as I watch some college basketball. But I want to tackle some of these tasks and then we'll get to auctions, and I want to do them right. I don't want to just run some auctions, and maybe tonight I will. Maybe tonight I will just take 100 stale items that are ending soon and throw those at auction. I have some decent things that I'm like, I think it's time to run this at auction. So I may do that. But what I need to do to streamline things is when I run auctions, I want to run auctions not to where I'm pulling, okay, this person won 40 different cards, but they're in tab 1A, 1AM, 2B, 3C, 4D, 5F, 18G, and I'm pulling, and that's kind of a time suck when you're pulling 40, 50 cards from an order and they're in various SKUs, they're in various boxes. That takes a little time. But when you run an auction, okay, I'm going to take this stack of cards and it's going to be tab 30A and whoop, scan. They're all 30A, run them at auction. They all end at the same time. Maybe somebody buys half of them and, I just have to go in and, that one, that one, that one, that one, that one, that one, that one. And boom, it takes minimal time to pull those orders. And that's where I think I'm going to see the most growth. I just need to do it. I need to curate the auctions. I also don't want to just throw, I'm going to take this pile and throw these at auction. And it's LeBron James and Ron Santo, Barry Bonds, Matt Shaw, and Jerry Sichting, and Charlotte Flair and Cameron Brink. So I want to get them organized in their own tabs, fresh inventory, and curated. So it's not something I can just do, click a button and send to auction, because that's kind of stale. If they've been in my store, how attractive are those items? So that's kind of my sentiment on how I'm going to move forward on some of my auctions. Hey, I mentioned Charlotte Flair. Speaking of Charlotte Flair, this is a base card from Topps Chrome. It was announced. Topps did announce the potential cards that will be part of the WWE Topps Chrome buyback. And pretty much like they mentioned, it's going to be select winners from WrestleMania. And I think I retweeted. It's Charlotte Flair versus Tiffany Stratton. So the winner of that match and the winner of Jey Uso versus Gunther is the other buyback. So two of those four: Jey Uso, Gunther, Charlotte Flair, Tiffany Stratton. I think Charlotte Flair might be the only card. I bought 2 blasters down in Arizona. It's not in that box. Must be. So now I can list. Now I can because I was holding several WWE Chrome cards back, but now I can list them and not worry about potential buybacks. So I don't know if I have, let's see, and I've bought 4 blasters overall. Well, I think I was holding a CM Punk refractor. That sucks. I don't know where it might be in the others. And it's base cards and base parallels. So inserts do not count. The Allen and Ginter are inserts, so those do not count as far as I know. Let's see. Yeah, my spring training boxes sucked in terms of pulling potential. Because I was going through, I'm like, I don't think any of these are going to be eligible for the buyback. No. I did pull a color, but it's a Wolfgang, and he's probably far down on the list of any future buyback. So there you go. Charlotte Flair, Tiffany Stratton, Jey Uso, and Gunther, the winners of those 2 matches. So it'll be 1 male wrestler, 1 female wrestler, and WrestleMania coming up in a couple weeks, I think. Just a couple weeks, a few weeks. So let's go to the chat. Good morning, Joe. What's happening? Jody's in the house. Good morning. Fire sale, Gem City Card Show. That's right. Check it out. 99centcards.com. 50% off all items priced under $20. Coupon code is 50 off under 20. Check it out, 99centcards.com. We've got Red Light 34 in the house. Good morning. Steel Cards is here. What's up? Kyle says, good 50% off morning. Absolutely. Take advantage. Knackley Collectibles, good morning. Happy Hoops Day. Everyone got their brackets filled out. My bracket is filled out. There you go. There's part of the link in the chat. Join the Hobby Evolution CBS Sportsline Bracket Challenge for bragging rights. My final four is I've got Kentucky winning it all. And now I don't like my bracket. It's like I don't know, Kentucky. Maybe I should put Duke over Kentucky and Duke over Michigan State. Duke's a popular choice. I'm hearing a lot of Duke, but it's like, what if Cooper Flagg can't go? Then it's like Duke might get upset. So my final four, I like my pick of St. John's in the final. I just feel like this is going to be a Final Four year for, is it Patino? Is Patino? I think it's Rick Pitino at St. John's. I know it's a big name. I'm pretty sure it's Rick Pitino. I think it's his year. Michigan State, man, Tom Izzo is March Madness. I got Michigan State in the championship game against Kentucky. Although now I'm second guessing myself with Kentucky. I got Kentucky over Duke. So Duke, Kentucky, Michigan State, Michigan State, St. John's is my final four. And I got Kentucky winning it all. My biggest upsets, I've got Drake in the Sweet 16. I've got them beating Mizzou and then Texas Tech. I think they're the only double-digit Sweet 16 team I have. Oh, no. I have North Carolina. Beating Ole Miss and Iowa State. So I've got a couple of 11 seeds. Let's see. And I think that's it. I think it's just those. Yeah. So I've got some like first round upsets. I've got McNeese State number 12 over Clemson. I don't have many upsets though. I have 11 VCU over 6 BYU. I have 13 Yale over 4 Texas A&M. I mentioned North Carolina. I have 12 Colorado State over Memphis. And I have Drake over Mizzou. So I don't have many upsets. So it could be one of those years where it's like I'm way at the bottom because I don't have the upsets. But then a lot of times the first round winner ends up in the middle of the pack or towards the bottom because they pick all those upsets. And then the cream rises to the top as the tournament plays out. You get more points. And Philly Joe, good morning. Tiger 727, good morning. Too much snow here last night, probably 4 to 6 inches. Keep it over there. Head south tomorrow for vacation. Warmer weather will be nice. Hey, perfect timing for that. Perfect timing. I would call it a dusting. Did not enough to cover the grass. Not enough to, less than an inch. Cooter, good morning. Still waiting on my order. Carrie's here. Severe thunderstorms, tornadoes, and snow. Spring in Chicago. Yeah. It was like tornado. Reed Timmer, storm chaser, was in central Illinois yesterday and then snow in the morning. Tornadoes one day, snow the next. Welcome to the Midwest. Found Treasures, good morning. Philly Joe says, I filled a bracket out. Can't decipher if I joined yours or not, but I'm a moron. Philly Joe, I think I saw your name. Let's see. Joe C. Yes, you are in and you are complete. Philly Joe, you are set to go in the Hobby Evolution Bracket Challenge. We're up to 35 brackets. 35 brackets. Where we at? Johnny M says, good morning. Got my damaged The Rock Hidden Gems back from eBay, listed at auction with damage noted. Starting bid of $50 already, hoping for $150. Awesome. Love to see it. Well, I don't love to see the damage, but I love to see those bids. Michael Renicky, good morning. Holmes in the house, good morning. Hope your employees aren't watching tournaments all day, right? Yeah. Right. I don't have employees. So, but in the future, maybe I will, and this is the day. But I think I'm going to be one of those good. Well, it depends on how the revenue is in the future at 1 Million Cubs LLC headquarters. If the revenue's good, maybe we take off early and go watch the tournament at the bar or something. I don't know, or in the rec room. And but if revenue's not good, gotta work. Johnny M says, got $25 for my Flair X Fractor last night. Don't think she will win. Not sure she wants to make the time commitment to WWE. There you go. See, that's what I would hold on to. Because the upside, will she win? It's a gamble. Maybe if she doesn't win, then it's a $5 or less card. I don't know, but you hedged your bets. You got 25 for it. And actually, that's a pretty good because what's the X Fractor buyback? 40? So, I mean, in reality, if she is the buyback, so these are the things that go through my mind, and probably Johnny M's as well, since he brings this up. So here's the thing. Now that I speak this out, I think that's the right decision. And that's what I guess it's not the right decision. It's not the wrong decision, but it's what I would do. Because here's the thing. With the X Fractor, there's a little more thought that goes into it. Because a Charlotte Flair base card, like, it'd be listed in my store for $2. I've got lots of $2 cards. If I set one on the side, and it could potentially be worth 20, which on eBay would sell for 15 or 16, or I could just take it to Bonsai and turn it in for 20 in store credit. But X Fractor, I think it's $40. Is it 40 for refractors? And if she doesn't win, say it's a $5 card. But if she does win, it's worth $40 in store credit. But you're not going to get the full 40 on eBay. You're probably going to sell it for $30 up to $35. So if you get 25 now instead of waiting a month, I think that's a good move. I would do that. If I had the X Fractor and it would sell for 25, I would take that 25 and run. A base card, I'll just set it aside and take my chances. Because if with a base card, it's worth $2 today. And actually, it might be worth $5 or $10 today on the anticipation that it could be worth 20. Or she wins, it could be worth 20. If she loses, it's back to $2 again. So I'm not really losing anything. Although right now, the base card, I bet Charlotte Flair base cards. Let's check. What's a 2025 Topps Chrome Charlotte Flair sell for right now? What's the most recent sale? Because they just announced it yesterday. I need this mouse freaking sucks. Sold items. All right, Charlotte Flair. All right. We got some Sapphire sales. I don't know I'm sure those fall in. So there's your X Fractor sale, $25. Base card. That's from Canada, $15 delivery, but that's Canada. So everybody's hoarding their base cards. A lot of Canadian sales. Here's a sepia refractor sold for 20. Wow, an X Fractor sold last week for $6. Whew. So that's before everything was announced. So there hasn't been any base sales outside of the Canadian sale. It was yesterday or last night. It was $3.63 plus shipping from Canada. Now, for me, that would have been $15.36, which is probably what it cost to ship. Christian's in the house. Good morning. Bradley is here. Let the madness begin. Go Badgers. Yes. Who did I don't even I've got a bracket in front of me. I guess I could see. Bracket Badgers play. It's over here. Montana, the Grizzlies. Do we have a tip time? I think it's today, right? We got all the stats. We just don't have This is crazy. The CBS Sportsline matchup analysis has everything except the date and time of the game. That's ridiculous. But I know it's at 12:30. And I'm pretty sure it's today at 12:30. Mark says, morning, how do you feel about buyers asking if there are creases in a card? So this is probably, and I know Mark deals in vintage. So this is probably, I'm assuming this is related to vintage. And for myself, I don't sell much vintage. And when I do get this question, it's typically regarding vintage. You know, I'm not the 2025 Topps Chrome. I'm not getting asked if there's creases. It doesn't annoy me, but it certainly, you know how I love customer service. It certainly doesn't give me the warm and fuzzies. I also, since I sell so much modern and I get in that modern mindset, I often fail to properly grade my vintage. Now, if it's a absolute beater, I'm going to see if I have any vintage next to it. I probably don't. If it's an absolute beater, I don't have anything vintage next to me. If it's an absolute beater, I will usually, or what I try to do if I'm doing a batch, I will try to put just like poor in all caps in the title. My descriptions are typically all generic, and I want, like, look at the picture to determine the condition. That's what I want. I want the buyers to see, okay, you can zoom in. It's a scan, so you should be able to see everything about the card. So I guess it does kind of annoy me, but sometimes you can't see a crease. So what I try to, if there is a crease, and if it's a $2 common, I'm not taking the time to like grade each item listed. But if it's a Jim Brown rookie card, I'm going to do my due diligence in trying to communicate what it is. And okay, is there crease? Is there not a crease? So I think it's fair for a buyer to ask if it's not stated in the description or if it's not clearly defined, because sometimes there's hairline creases that are tough to see on images on eBay. So I'm hit or miss, but I will admit, oftentimes I'll send a card off and somebody gets it and they're like, hey, there's a crease in this. You didn't put it in the, it's like, no, I didn't. I was hoping you would see it. So I'm probably not a good person to ask when it comes to that, because I'm not, I don't do my best in that department. Johnny M says, I sell everything. Take the profit and run. I've already made money on this product. Take the money and run. There you go. Badgers on TNT, 12:30 today. Collector's Dream. Hello, Orlando. Mark says it is vintage. Mark and Orlando say hello to each other. So yeah, I'm excited. March Madness, my favorite time of year. Living in the Midwest, this year sucks weather-wise. Sometimes, like the other day, like 2 days ago, it was like 65 degrees. And it's like, hey, took Ernie for a walk. It's like, hey, this would be a perfect day to open the windows, have the basketball on. And I love the smell. I don't smell it right now because there's fucking snow on the ground. I love the smell of spring. Spring is in the air. Watching some college basketball, baseball's around the corner. But no, we have snow. And I don't think it's going to warm up anytime soon, judging by the weather app. But so the windows will stay shut, and I'll just have to go get a six-pack and drink my sorrows away while watching college basketball. That's the downside for the Badgers playing at 12:30. It's either I decide to have a couple beers at 12:30, or I just, because that, I mean, It's March Madness. But I'm not going to crack open beers at 11 a.m. when the games tip off. I did text my buddy. I'm like, hey, you want to hit the Village Green up? And I actually thought about doing my PIP claims, taking my laptop to the local dive bar and watching the games and doing work on my laptop at the bar, which I've never done. Like my buddy does that all the time. He's got a real job. Most of my responsibilities are in my basement, listing and shipping and listing. Now, I guess I could pre-scan. I could scan everything in and then do Car Dealer Pro from the bar, but it's like I go to a bar like once a month, so it's not like but it would be nice to get out, right? So I'll maybe I'll crack open a beer at 4. But 12:30 is pushing. Not going to crack open a beer and watch the Badgers. But it'd be nice if there were. I don't know what the schedule is today because CBS Sportsline doesn't have it, at least here. What's the schedule? Schedule. NCAA basketball. Thursdays, round 1 games. Because it's nice to have a beer and watch a meaningful for you game. All right, so we got Wisconsin, Montana, 12:30 TNT. Clemson, McNeese State. That'll be a good game. And you'll see my buddy Ben. He will be on press row right next to the bench. He's the sports information director at Clemson. I'm sorry, Ben, but I like McNeese State in that matchup. They're on True TV at 2:15. Gonzaga, Georgia, 3:35 today. How about that? Gonzaga, an 8 seed. So they could be an 8 seed. They could play Cinderella as an 8 seed. 6:15, we've got Yale, Texas A&M. I'm intrigued by that matchup. Michigan, UC San Diego. Apparently, San Diego has become a trendy upset pick in the first round. They're a 12 seed, of course they are. But I got Michigan. I've got Michigan in that matchup. That's a late game at 9. So those are some of the games that are playing out today. Where we at? Johnny says, how's the 50% off sale going? Pretty good. Let's see. How have we done so far? I launched it late yesterday. I didn't launch it until like 4 p.m. So it was a late start on Wednesday. Let's see what my sales were. My sales were better than normal, obviously. When you run a 50% off sale, you're going to see some volume. Let's see. Let's do a custom for yesterday. Isolate the 19th, 2025. Let's see. How many cards did I sell? 251 sales yesterday. 251 cards sold yesterday. So that's a good, and I didn't start the sale until 4 p.m. So for a short period of time, that's a great amount of sales. A lot of shipping this morning to do, but a really good amount of sales. So yeah, nice start. So now a full day. It's been slow today though. I've only made a few sales today. So get those orders at 99centcards.com, 50% off all items priced under $20, 99centcards.com. Home still rolling through your old blog. Interesting to see how you got to 1 million Cubs. That's cool. You know, I enjoy going back. I am, I'm nostalgic. I'm sentimental. And this is why I love blogging, and I guess Hobby Evolution is a video blog in itself. And just kind of tracking, like it's a journal, it's a diary of your life. And I also have when I had kind of a side project, the Illinois High School Sports Network back in 2009, 2010. I was blogging about each basketball game that I broadcast, and just reading back sometimes. And in fact, I was looking at my old YouTube channel the other day, and I've got one video that has 1.5 million views on my old high school YouTube channel. Check this out. So this is my high school sports when I was doing play-by-play. I broadcasted 153 varsity basketball games in one season. This was 2010, 2011. And my final blog was, look at look at that. That was my back seat. Little new China buffet menu, some smart, hey, at least one smart water. You got an Erico. There were a lot of Erico coffees. So I kept the package or kept the pack. So I counted everything. I don't litter, and obviously I don't throw stuff away either. So at the end of the year, 153 basketball game broadcasts, there were 73 granola bar wrappers in the back seat of my SUV because Erico coffee and one or two granola bars was like my breakfast of choice driving to work. I had to commute about 30, 40 minutes from Macomb to my office in Monmouth. 14 Subway bags or wrappers. 13 McDonald's. No wonder I have high blood pressure. This is in a 4-month span. 9 gum packages. I went through chewed a lot of gum. Only 6 Erico coffee cups. Now, I will tell you why. And I spelled it out in the blog. Because I was normally not finished with my coffee by the time I got to work. So that's why there were only 6 Erico coffee cups in the backseat of my car. 5 Culver's bags. 2 Steak and Shake. 2 Taco Bell. 2 bags of kitchen cooked potato chips, the best potato chips God ever created. 2 beef jerky wrappers. 2 T-shirts on the floor of the back seat. 2 water bottles. 2 Chinese carryout menus. 2 5-hour energies. Oh, I forgot about those. I lived on those. I'm surprised there were only 2. 2 media passes. 1 Popeyes. That was because there were not any Popeyes in my neck of the woods. I had to get a Peoria at the state finals. That was like my lunch. I would not go on I think it was the Saturday or maybe the Friday of state finals weekend. I would skip the hospitality dinner, lunch, and go to Popeyes. So there you go. So I like looking back at those old blogs. And seeing how disgusting and how poor my diet was back in 2010. Hell, my diet was that bad a year ago. I didn't start eating better until last May. But yeah, 1millioncubs.com. It is kind of, and I haven't looked at this blog in a while. But let's just go January 2020, right before COVID. So, I got Big Cubs autograph mail day, top Series 1 checklist 2020, starting lineup talking baseball and Jose Vizcaíno cleats, No Hustle Sports and John in Michigan, Dylan Cease mail day, stories from Cubs convention, coins from baseball treasures, Cubs convention, Woody's winter warm-up. So there you go. Florida baseball card dude, what's up? Good morning. Johnny says getting many single card orders of 99 cents. No. So what did I say? 251 cards sold yesterday. I only have 78 orders to ship. There were a couple, wrong tab. Awaiting shipment. Let's see. So 50% off. Now, there was my 50% off sale, 50 off under 20, 99centcards.com right now. You can go in and buy a 99-cent card and get 50% off. And I lose more. I lose like 65 cents on that order. But what I realized in a recent 50% off sale is most people aren't going to just go in and buy a single 99-cent card and save 50%. They're going to go buy multiple. Not really the case at full price. I don't see the same at full price. I sell a lot of 99-cent cards, single card orders. So let's see. So 251 total cards sold at last check. Let's see. Multi-card order. So far, all multi-card orders. That was a big one. That was the first order. That was like a 50 or 60 card order. Let's see. There's one. Somebody bought a team card, a Padres team card. Let's see. So that was one. More multi-card orders. Now I'm only looking at 99-cent orders. I'm not looking at there's a few $1.75 orders. Here's the second 99-cent on its own. This is out of 78 orders. More multi-card, bunch of big league and Bowman selling. Oh, is that another one? Nope. That was a combined order, 4 cards. No, that's not one. That's not one. It's a big Bowman U order. So far, 2. 2 out of 78 orders. Another multi-card order. A lot of 2025 Top Series 1 selling. Oh, the Danbury Mint Boog Powell finally sold. Terry McLaurin, $15 sale at 50% off. Yeah, and I would have taken a 50% off order on that. Somebody bought 6 of the Fleer stickers. All right, only 2. Oh, nope, that's a multi-card order. Oh, here's one. So that's 3. And this is the last order. Nope, still a couple more. Oh, so 3. 3 out of 78 orders are 99-cent, 50% off 99 cents. Cooter says your car must have smelled amazing. Can you imagine? Like, I cannot imagine going back and smelling that car. Woo boy. Victor, good morning. TD Sports Cards in the house. What's happening? So there you go. Shop my eBay store, 99centcards.com. You can buy 7 or more and save 25%, or you can use coupon code 50 off under 20 and save 50% off your orders. And there's no minimum. You can buy it. You find a 99-cent card you want, you can get it for 50 cents. But take a look around. I bet there's a lot of stuff. Oh, did I get? Nope. That's $1.35. Oh, and they accepted an offer, not even a 50% sale. So use coupon code 50 off under 20, 99centcards.com. Did 251. So if I could get to, so that was 251. I started the sale at 4 p.m. Now you're going to get a lot of early, as soon as that coupon code hits. But if I could sell 500 cards today, I think that's a good goal. 500 cards today. And as of right now, check it out. 99centcards.com. Help me get to 500 cards sold today. I've got a long way to go. I can tell you that. I don't know how many. I'm going to check right now, but I know it's not even close. It's not even close to 100 today. So today, I am at 10 cards sold. We got a long way to go, folks. So check it out. 50% off sale. All items under $20 are 50% off. And of course, that's free shipping. 99centcards.com. The coupon code 50 off under 20 at checkout. Porter has joined us. What's going on? TD Sports Cards is here. Gem City Card Show says, bracket filled. I trusted AI. Oh, that would be fun. Sale. That would be fun to do an AI generated bracket. That would be fun. All righty then. So hit up my eBay store. I'm going to go ship some of these orders so I can get back over here by 11 o'clock so I can start watching some hoops and fill out PIP claims. It's a PIP claim Thursday. How many PIP claims do I get to fill out today? Let's go to my items not received page. Shouldn't be smiling because this is not going to be fun. I hate filling these damn things out. Items not received. And you can go back 90 days. Let's see. 90 days. 72. Oh, wow. I thought only 36. 72. I've got 72 PIP claims to fill out today. Happy joy. That's not a half day. That might be a full day. Because it's a pain in the freaking ass filling these damn things out. But hey, it'd be a nice little PayPal payment. That'll be a nice little boost. 72 and I also need to write this shit down. I keep forgetting. I've got 2 USPS. I've got to find my missing mail. I think I could fill a claim out for that. By the way, my cards for kids still haven't surfaced. And follow up on I have a Ground Advantage claim that was a $50 order that I never got paid. And of course, USPS isn't saying anything. They're just being a little snake in the grass, that United States Postal Service. So let's get, so March 1st, I sent, because I wanted to guarantee that my box of cards for kids would get to spring training while I was early in my trip. So I packaged it up and I paid $25 for priority mail. And it was supposed to get there on Tuesday, March 4th, I think. Didn't get there the entire 8 days I was there. I filed a missing mail claim. And it still hasn't surfaced, still hasn't been returned to me. Are you fucking kidding me? This is how fucking inept the United States Postal Service is. I filed the missing mail claim. Jesus Christ. It was delivered at the hotel in Mesa. Unfucking believable. On March 10th, I filled a missing mail request. So here's, let's, you son of a fucking bitch, USPS. March 1st, I send this, drop it off at the Middleton Post Office, Middleton, Wisconsin, priority mail. Spent $25 goddamn on this fucking box so I could get it on March 4th. March 1st, USPS in possession at 5:58 p.m. March 1st. It departed the Middleton Post Office, went to Oak Creek, Wisconsin, arrived in Oak Creek, Wisconsin at the distribution center on Sunday, March 2nd at 3:05 a.m. Hey, perfect. We are well on the way to getting this in Mesa, Arizona on March 4th. March 4th comes and goes. We didn't get it. March 5th comes and goes. Didn't get it. March 6th, we have an update at 10:38 p.m., and I think that's a Thursday night. It arrived at the distribution center in Reno, Nevada. All right. It departed Reno. Oops. It shouldn't be in Reno. This should have been delivered in Mesa, Arizona 2 days ago. It departs Reno, Nevada, and shows up in Sacramento, California the next day, Friday, March 7th at 12:52 p.m. It sits in Sacramento for over a day, a day. And March 8th at 12:44 a.m., it departs Sacramento, California. Now we have no updates. March 8th, in transit, next facility. Hey, all of a sudden, March 8th at 8:21 a.m., it's getting closer to Mesa, Arizona. It's in now Los Angeles. It then sits in LA for a day and doesn't depart Los Angeles until March 9th at 6:55 a.m., I've got to get my calendar out now because I've lost track of the days. March 9th is Sunday. I leave on Wednesday. It's like, okay, it's Sunday morning. It's departing LA. Maybe I'll get it Monday and I'll have it for one game on the 11th. In transit to the next facility, Hey, on March 9th at 3:34 p.m., it goes backwards. Instead of coming toward Phoenix, it goes from Los Angeles to San Francisco. Now I'm fed up, and on Monday, March 10th, I open a missing mail search request. And where do I have them send it? To my house in Madison, Wisconsin. Find this missing mail because it's not going to get to me in Phoenix, Mesa, send it back to Madison, and I'll use it later. Now we don't have an update until Friday, March 14th. Hey, guess where it arrived? Apparently, Phoenix, fucking Arizona. Where are we going to send it? Not to where we're supposed to. We're going to send it to where it was supposed to be delivered on March 4th. And it was delivered on March 15th at the hotel next to Sloan Park in Mesa, Arizona. What do you do? Now, what are my options? What are my options? Well, now I've got to fucking call the USPS. A lot of F-bombs. The Postal Service, you fucking suck. So now I got to deal with this bullshit. I guess I could have Ethan go pick it up. But I don't want to do that. I don't want to put him out, and then I'm going to have to pay for another shipping. So the post office, this is unfucking believable. Absolutely unbelievable. So I've got to track down that package that has now been delivered 2 weeks late that was supposed to be returned to me, the sender. I've got to follow up on a insurance claim that the USPS never gave me my money back on, $50. And I've got 72 PIP claims to file. I think I've got my day planned out. But hey, buy more cards from me, 99centcards.com. Return to sender, address unknown. The kids are now crying and have left the room. Sorry, this is not a kid-friendly program. Low Roller Scratcher is here, and he's talking about something. There you go. He's telling me what to list. Blame Canada. That's nuts. Blame Trump. Blame Trump. It's somebody's fault. Somebody's got to take the blame. I don't know. The USPS is fucking incompetent right now. Absolutely incompetent. Over the last 6 weeks. Now, I've had problems with the USPS just due to the sheer volume I do. You do volume, you're going to have issues with the Postal Service or whatever service you use, FedEx, UPS. I know. Who else can you send a letter 7,000 miles away, 2,000 miles away for 70 cents? I get it. But maybe if you're incompetent and can't do that, maybe they should just raise their prices. I think I'd rather have to readjust my entire business. I mean, this whole missing mail is not part of my, well, I guess it is part of my, it is part of my 99centcards.com is right on the damn stickers that sent out. So it is part of my business, I guess. Everything, it's all part of my business. It would almost be easier to just okay, if I have to spend an entire day tracking down 74 packages, filing claims, and figuring out why my package was delivered 2 weeks late to the wrong place, 4 days after I opened a claim saying, hey, send this back to me, because it's like, how? Blame Tesla. Thanks, Obama. Thanks, Tops. Thanks, Cubs. So now my blood pressure's up. But we got basketball on today. So I am going to get started. I'm going to do some shipping so I can get some of those orders out. 50% off sale, 99centcards.com. Use coupon code 50OFF20. This sale goes through tomorrow night. I think it ends at like midnight tomorrow. So you've got through Friday night to use it. I'd like to sell 500 cards today. I sold 251 cards yesterday, but the sale didn't even start till 4 p.m. So help me get to 500 cards sold today. You'll save money. There's some good deals to be had. Good deals to be had. Check it out, 99centcards.com. And yes, as Low Roller Scratcher says, join the March Madness bracket group. We are up to how many brackets now? I think we started the morning at 29, I think, or maybe 30. We're at 36. I'd like to get to 40. So get your brackets filled out. And again, a reminder to Eric M., your bracket is incomplete. Dave Adams, your bracket is incomplete. Mike C. and Will, your brackets are incomplete, but I think Mike C. and Will may still be filling theirs out. So check it out. There you go. 36 in the bracket challenge so far for bragging rights. You've got brackets lock in. We got to count down 2 hours, 31 minutes. And those brackets will lock at CBS Sportsline. So get those in. All right. Hit the like button if you haven't already. Subscribe to the channel. Join the CBS Sportsline Bracket Challenge. You've got a couple hours to do so and get those brackets in. And make sure to help me reach 500 cards sold today at 99centcards.com. Save 50% off all items under $20 using coupon code 50 off under 20 over at 99centcards.com. Have a great day. Tomorrow it's back to a free-for-all Friday and a Name That Player. See you in the morning tomorrow.